Good morning. I'm going to try to make a couple videos this morning to demonstrate Liv's hygiene routine. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm guessing that, like myself, most of you have not cared for a dog that wears a diaper. And I want to show you why that shouldn't scare you from adopting her, whether it's temporary, as we hope, or possibly turns out to be permanent. Okay, so first I'm going to make two videos. The first one, I'm going to show you all the supplies. I want to minimize how much I stop and talk during the second one because I want to show you how quick it really is. Okay? We're doing this outside because it's nice out. On rainy days, we do it just inside the door, standing on top of a washable pee pad. Okay? So I have a bucket where I keep the supplies. First, I always put some of her favorite treats in my pocket. Although she's very cooperative, it's not her most favorite thing, and sometimes she tries to move away or sit down during the middle of it, and having these treats is an easy way for me to get her to stay in the position that I need her to be in. A leash. This is not the leash that I use for walks or anything else. I only use it for this. If I slip it around her head and stand on it, she can't run away in the middle of procedure if she gets distracted by something else going on in the yard. All right. I want to show you two types of diapers. Okay, they do sell disposable diapers for dogs, and I have a supply of these on hand, mainly for backup, because what I prefer to use are these washable ones. And look at this fashion statement she's going to get to rock today. Okay, and I like these better because I don't have to throw them away after every use. And this is what I bought on Amazon Prime Day. I don't know what you bought, probably not dog diapers, but that's what I bought on Amazon Prime Day, a pack of 3. And inside the diaper, I've put a couple of maxi pads. Okay, so throughout the day, as I take the diaper off for her to go outside, I take the pads out, throw them away, put fresh ones in, and usually the washable diaper doesn't get wet or smelly and can be reused, even for a couple of days sometimes. I use either one or two of the pads depending on the brand and the absorbency of the ones that I happen to have on hand. Okay, and so let's see, what else do I have here? I have her brush in here, and that's because I like to clean her a little bit before we start, and I'm probably not going to show that part in the video because it's nothing, brushing and shampooing a dog is nothing new, but I never had a shaggy dog like a golden retriever before, and I was told to make sure there were no knots in their fur before cleaning them. So I've got the brush. I've got a dry shampoo. This was recommended to me by a groomer for keeping her clean between actual baths. And I do bathe her back end with regular, water and wet shampoo about once a week. With the diaper, she actually stays pretty clean, but I do that just in case she's dripped on herself during times when the diaper is off. When she's hanging around outside or when we're going for a walk. Inside, she wears the diaper all the time because that way she has free roam of the house. If she weren't wearing a diaper, she would have to be confined to an area with pee pads on the floor, and that's perfectly doable too. I think she stays cleaner this way, so this is how I'm managing the situation. Okay, so once I've brushed her and cleaned her back end with the waterless shampoo, then we'll get more specific. I have these lavender scented wipes that I will reach under her and clean what the groomer called her sanitary area, and then I will dry the area that I cleaned with the wipes. And the reason for that, when she came to me, she not only had an internal urinary tract infection, but she also her skin down there was all infected, and for about 10 days I had to put an ointment on it and use diaper rash cream, But that's all cleared up now, and I figure my role while she's with me is to keep her as clean and dry as I can so that none of those infections come back. So after I dry the area with the towel, I get out a couple of these cotton rounds, okay, and I will get even more specific and dab the actual place, I guess it's the vulva, with a one round to just make sure it's dry as I can get it. And then I'll put a little bit of this pediatric Vaseline, just a dab on the other round, and I will dab that onto the area. The purpose of that, from my research, and I never had babies, if you had babies you probably already know this, is just to protect that skin from the wetness while she leaks. So it's like a shield. Okay, and then last but not least, baby powder. I read online the recommendation was to use cornstarch based baby powder, so that's what it is. And it happens to be lavender scented, like the wipes, because that's the only type I could find. So what I will do before I start is I will sprinkle some of this onto the part of the pads that gets wet, and then I will rub it in. And the reason that I do that, the reason I rub it in before I start, is so that it all doesn't fall off when I put the diaper on her. Okay, so once I've done all this, she'll be looking good, she'll be clean and dry and ready to go hang out in the air-conditioned house all day. So the next video, hopefully it'll be quicker, because I really do want to show you how quickly the routine can be done. Stay tuned.